The power to lead is within you. But leadership, my friends, is not for the faint of heart. It's not a title you wear or a position you hold. No, leadership is influence, and influence comes from the very core of who you are. Now, I want you to imagine with me for a moment. Picture a world where every person understood their potential to lead. Can you see it? A world transformed by individuals who dare to step up, to take responsibility, to make a difference. That world, my friends, is not just a dream. It's a possibility waiting to be realized, and it starts with you. Today, we're going to unlock the 5 keys to becoming a great leader. These aren't just theories or abstract concepts. No. These are practical, powerful principles that can revolutionize your life and the lives of those around you. Are you ready? Are you prepared to embark on this journey of transformation? Let's dive in. Key 1. Self-discovery, know who you are. The foundation of great leadership is self-awareness. You cannot lead others effectively if you don't know who you are. Leadership begins with leading yourself, and to lead yourself, you must know yourself. Ask yourself, what are my values? What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? What drives me? What is my purpose? These aren't just casual questions. They're the building blocks of your leadership identity. In my years of studying leadership, I've observed that the most influential leaders are those who have a deep understanding of themselves. They know their why. They understand their purpose. And let me tell you, purpose is not something you invent. It's something you discover. You see, each of us was created with a unique set of gifts, talents, and abilities. Your purpose is intrinsically tied to these qualities. When you align your actions with your purpose, you tap into a wellspring of passion and energy that is simply unstoppable. But self-discovery is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. It requires constant reflection, introspection, and a willingness to face uncomfortable truths about yourself. It demands courage to look in the mirror and confront both your strengths and your flaws. I remember a young leader I mentored years ago. She was talented, charismatic, and had all the external qualities of a great leader. But she struggled with self-doubt and imposter syndrome. Through a process of self-discovery, she realized that her insecurities stemmed from a fear of failure instilled in her childhood. Once she identified this, she was able to confront it head-on. She learned to reframe failure as a learning opportunity rather than a reflection of her worth. This shift in perspective transformed her leadership. They became more confident, more authentic, and ultimately, that's the power of self-discovery. It's not just about knowing your strengths, it's about understanding your weaknesses and working on them. It's about recognizing your biases and challenging them. It's about identifying your values and living by them even when it's difficult. So I challenge you today. Take time for self-reflection. Keep a journal. Seek feedback from others. Take personality assessments. Do whatever it takes to gain a deeper understanding of who you are, because when you know who you are, you can lead from a place of authenticity and strength. And remember, you can't take people where you've never been. Self-discovery is your journey to becoming the leader you're meant to be. Embrace it. E2. Vision. See beyond the present. The second key to becoming a great leader is vision. Leadership without vision is like a ship without a destination. It may be moving, but it's going nowhere. Vision is the ability to see beyond the present, to imagine a better future, and to chart a course to get there. It's not just about having lofty ideas. It's about having the clarity and conviction to turn those ideas into reality. Great leaders are visionaries. They see possibilities where others see problems. They imagine solutions where others are paralyzed by challenges. They dream big and inspire others to dream along with them. That vision isn't just about what you can see. It's about what you can help others see. As a leader, your role is to paint a picture of the future so vivid and compelling that others are inspired to help make it a reality. I'm reminded of a story. I heard it about a small startup company. The founder had a vision of creating a revolutionary product that would change the way people communicate. At first, many thought his idea was impossible, but he held on to his vision. He communicated with such passion and clarity that soon his small team began to see it too. They worked tirelessly, facing countless setbacks and challenges. But the vision kept them going. It gave them purpose, direction, and motivation. Today, that company is a global leader in its industry, and its product has indeed transformed communication as we know it. It's the power of vision. It turns the impossible into the possible. It transforms ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. It gives meaning to our efforts and direction to our actions. But having a vision is not enough. You must also have the courage to pursue it even in the face of doubt and adversity. Vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision is just passing the time. Vision with action can change the world. So how do you develop and articulate your vision? Here are a few practical steps. Dream big. Allow yourself to imagine the best possible future. Don't limit yourself by what seems possible now. Be specific. A vague vision is hard to follow. Make your vision as clear and detailed as possible. Write it down. Putting your vision on paper makes it more tangible and real. Share it often. Communicate your vision at every opportunity. The more you share it, the more real it becomes for you and for others. Align your action. Ensure that your daily actions are moving you towards your vision. Remember, as a leader, your vision is not just for you. It's for all those you lead. It's the beacon that guides your team through challenges and uncertainties. It's the rallying cry that unites diverse individuals towards a common goal. So I challenge you, what's your vision? What future do you see? And more importantly, how are you communicating that vision to inspire and motivate others? Cultivate your vision. Nurture it. Share it. And watch as it transforms not just your leadership, but the world around you. Key 3, integrity. Be true to your word. The third key to becoming a great leader is integrity. Integrity is the foundation upon which all lasting leadership is built. It's not just about being honest. It's about being whole, consistent, and true to your values in every aspect of your life. In a world where trust is often in short supply, integrity sets you apart as a leader. It's the quality that makes people want to follow you, not because they have to, but because they want to. It's what gives your words weight and your actions credibility. Integrity means doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. It means keeping your promises, even when it's inconvenient. It means standing up for your values, even when it's unpopular. I once knew a business leader who faced a difficult decision. His company had the opportunity to secure a lucrative contract, but doing so would require compromising on some of their ethical standards. The pressure was immense. Shareholders were pushing for growth, and this contract could have been. But this leader chose integrity. He turned down the contract, explaining to his team and shareholders that their values were not for sale. In the short term, it was a difficult decision. The company's stock took a hit, and some questioned his judgment. But in the long run, this decision paid off in ways he couldn't have imagined. The company's reputation for integrity attracted ethical investors and partners. The employees were proud to work for a company that stood by its values, and customers trusted them, knowing that they wouldn't cut corners or compromise on quality. That's the power of integrity. It might not always be the easy path, but it's always the right path. And in the end, it's the path that leads to lasting success and influence. But integrity is not just about big decisions. It's about the small, everyday choices we make. It's about being consistent in your words and actions. It's about admitting when you're wrong and taking responsibility for your mistakes. Here are some practical ways to cultivate integrity. In your leadership, if your words, if you say you'll do something, do it. If you can't, explain why and make it right. Be transparent. Information openly and honestly. Don't hide difficult truths. Admit mistakes. When you're wrong, say so. Take responsibility and learn from it. Align your actions with your values. Don't just talk about your values. Live them out consistently. Treat everyone with respect, regardless of their position or what they can do for you. Remember, as a leader, you're always being watched. Your team, your peers, your community, they're all observing how you conduct yourself. Your integrity sets the tone for your entire organization. I've seen organizations crumble because their leaders lacked integrity. And I've seen others thrive, even in difficult times, because their leaders were trustworthy and true to their word. Integrity is not always easy. There will be times when it costs you something, a deal, an opportunity, maybe even a relationship. But the cost of compromising your integrity is far greater. Once lost, trust is hard to regain. So I challenge you, be a leader of integrity. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. Stand firm in your values. Be consistent in your words and actions. Lead with transparency and honesty. Because when you lead with integrity, you don't just change your organization. You change the world. You set a standard that inspires others to rise to their best selves. And that, my friends, is true leadership. Key 4, empowerment. Lift others as you climb. A fourth key to becoming a great leader is empowerment. True leadership is not about accumulating power for yourself. It's about distributing power to others. It's about creating an environment where others can grow, thrive, and reach their full potential. Empowerment is the art of making others feel capable, valued, and motivated. It's about giving people the tools, resources, and confidence they need to excel. When you empower others, you multiply your impact as a leader. Think about it this way. If you try to do everything yourself, your impact is limited to what you can personally achieve. But when you empower others, your impact grows exponentially. You create a ripple effect of positive change that extends far beyond your immediate reach. I remember a story about a school principal who transformed a failing school into one of the best in the district. When she first arrived, morale was low, test scores were poor, and both teachers and students had given up hope. Instead of trying to fix everything herself, this principal focused on empowering her staff. She gave teachers more autonomy in their classrooms. She provided resources for professional development. She created opportunities for teachers to share their ideas and contribute to school policies. Most importantly, she believed in her staff when they didn't believe in themselves. She saw potential where others saw problems. And gradually, this belief began to spread. Teachers felt valued and started going the extra mile for their students. Students, in turn, felt the change and began to engage more in their learning. Parents became more involved in the school community. Within a few years, this once failing school was thriving. Test scores improved, attendance rates went up, and the school became known for its positive, empowering culture. That's the power of empowerment. It transformed not just individuals, but entire communities. It creates a culture of growth, innovation, and shared success. So how can you become an empowering leader? Here are some practical steps. Delegate responsibility, not just tasks. Give people ownership over outcomes, not just to-do lists. Provide resource. Ensure your team has what they need to succeed. Get to court, not control. Be there to guide and assist, but avoid micromanaging. Encourage risk-taking, created a safe environment where people feel comfortable trying new things and learning from failures. Recognize and celebrate achievements. Acknowledge both effort and results. Invest in development. Provide opportunities for learning and growth. Listen actively. Show genuine interest in others' ideas and perspectives. Remember, empowerment is not about making people dependent on you. It's about helping them become independent and interdependent. It's about creating other leaders, not just followers. And you empower others, you're not diminishing your own power or importance. On the contrary, you're expanding your influence. You're creating a legacy that extends beyond your own achievements. I've seen too many leaders fall into the trap of hoarding power and information. They think that by keeping others down, they elevate themselves. But this approach always backfires. It creates resentment, stifles creativity, and ultimately limits the entire organization's potential. True leadership is about lifting others as you climb. It's about creating opportunities for others to shine. It's about building a team of empowered individuals who can achieve far more together than any one person could alone. I challenge you, look for opportunities to empower others every day. Seek out the potential in those around you and nurture it. Share your knowledge, delegate authority, and create space for others to lead. Because when you empower others, you don't just create followers, you create more leaders. And that, my friends, is how you change the world. Kifa, continuous growth, never stop learning. The fifth and final key to becoming a great leader is continuous growth. Leadership is not a destination. It's a journey. It's not something you achieve once and then rest on your laurels. It's a continuous process of learning, adapting, and improving. The moment you stop growing is the moment you start declining as a leader. The world is constantly changing, and to remain effective, you must change with it. You must be willing to challenge your assumptions, expand your knowledge, and refine your skills. I've seen many leaders fall from grace, not because they lacked talent or charisma, but because they became complacent. They stopped learning, they stopped adapting, they held on to outdated ideas and methods in a rapidly evolving world. On the other hand, the most enduring and influential leaders I've encountered are those with an insatiable curiosity and a commitment to lifelong learning. They're always reading, always questioning, always seeking new perspectives. I'm reminded of a CEO I once met who made it a point to have lunch with a different employee every week, from the newest intern to the most senior executive. His goal wasn't just to be accessible. It was to learn. He believed that everyone had something to teach him, and this attitude kept him growing and evolving as a leader. His commitment to growth isn't just about acquiring new knowledge. It's about being willing to challenge your own beliefs and biases. It's about having the humility to admit when you're wrong and the courage to change course when necessary. So how can you cultivate a mindset of continuous growth? Here are some practical strategies. Read widely. Don't just stick to business books. Read history, science, philosophy, anything that broadens your perspective. Seek feedback. Regularly ask for honest feedback from those around you, including those you lead. Step out of your comfort zone. Take on projects that stretch your abilities. Don't shy away from failure. Instead, see it as a valuable learning opportunity. Stay curious. Ask questions. Be open to new ideas. Never assume you know it all. Mentor and be mentor. Share your knowledge with others, but also seek out mentors who can guide you. Reflect regularly. Take time to think about your experiences and extract lessons from them. Remember, growth isn't always comfortable. It often requires us to confront our weaknesses, challenge our assumptions, and push through discomfort. But it's in these moments of discomfort that real growth occurs. As a leader, your growth isn't just for you. It's for everyone you influence. When you grow, you expand your capacity to lead effectively. You bring fresh ideas and perspectives to your team. You model the importance of continuous learning for those around. In today's rapidly changing world, the ability to learn and adapt is more crucial than ever. Technologies are evolving, industries are being disrupted, and the pace of change is accelerating. The leaders who will thrive in this environment are those who can learn, unlearn, and relearn quickly. I challenge you, make a commitment to continuous growth. Set aside time each day for learning. Seek out new experiences and perspectives. Be willing to question your assumptions and change your mind when presented with new information. The greatest threat to your future success is your current success. The moment you think you've arrived is the moment you begin to fall behind. But when you commit to continuous growth, you ensure that your best days are always ahead of you. Then you embrace the mindset that your best days are always ahead. You open yourself up to endless possibilities. This perspective shift is transformative. It moves you from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, from complacency to curiosity, from stagnation to innovating about the great leaders throughout history. They didn't rest on their laurels after achieving initial success. Instead, they used each accomplishment as a stepping stone to reach even greater heights. Understood that success is not a final destination, but a continual journey of improvement and growth. Consider the rapidly changing landscape of our world today. Technologies are evolving at an unprecedented pace. Industries that seemed unshakable just a decade ago are now being disrupted. The skills that made you successful yesterday may not be sufficient for tomorrow's challenges. In this context, continuous growth isn't just beneficial. It's essential for survival. But what does continuous growth look like in practice? It's more than just attending a seminar once a year or reading the occasional book. It's about cultivating a daily habit of learning and self-improvement. So it's about seeking out new experiences, perspectives, and challenges that push you out of your comfort zone. One powerful way to foster continuous growth is through deliberate practice. This involves identifying specific areas for improvement, setting clear goals, and engaging in focused, repetitive efforts to enhance your skills. It's not about mindless repetition, but about thoughtful, intentional practice with constant feedback and adjustment. For instance, if you want to improve your public speaking skills, don't just speak more often. Analyze your performances. Seek feedback from trusted sources. Study great speakers and practice specific techniques to address your weaknesses. You could yourself watch the playback and make deliberate adjustments. This level of focused, intentional practice is what separates good leaders from great ones. Another crucial aspect of continuous growth is developing emotional intelligence. As you climb the leadership ladder, technical skills become less important and people's skills become more critical. Emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage your own emotions and those of others, is a key differentiator in leadership effectiveness. Developing emotional intelligence requires self-reflection, empathy, and a willingness to receive and act on feedback. It involves learning to recognize your emotional triggers, manage stress effectively, and navigate complex interpersonal dynamics. These skills are innate. They can be developed and honed over time with conscious effort and practice. Continuous growth also means staying abreast of industry trends and global developments. The world is more interconnected than ever before, and events on the other side of the globe can have significant impacts on your business or organization. It's a habit to read widely, not just in your field, but across various disciplines. Engage in discussions with people from diverse backgrounds. Attend conferences and workshops. The broader your knowledge base, the more innovative and adaptable you'll be as a leader. Remember, growth isn't always comfortable. It often requires us to confront our weaknesses, challenge our long-held beliefs, and push through discomfort. But it's in these moments of discomfort that real growth occurs. Embrace the challenges. View setbacks as learning opportunities and celebrate the small wins along. And powerful tool for continuous growth is reflective practice. Take time regularly to reflect on your experiences, decisions, and outcomes. What worked well? What could have been done differently? What lessons can you extract and apply to future situations? This kind of thoughtful reflection turns experiences into insights and insights into wisdom. Mentorship is another valuable avenue for growth. Seek out mentors who can guide you, challenge you, and provide perspectives you might not have considered. But don't stop at being mentored, become a mentor yourself. Teaching others not only helps them grow, but also deepens your own understanding and mastery of the subject. As you commit to continuous growth, it's important to maintain a balance. While pushing yourself to improve is admirable, be careful not to fall into the trap of perfectionism or burnout. Growth should be sustainable. It's not about being perfect. It's about being better today than you were yesterday. Remember, your growth as a leader doesn't just benefit you. It has a ripple effect on everyone you influence. When you grow, you expand your capacity to lead effectively. You bring fresh ideas and perspectives to your team. You model the importance of continuous learning for those around you. Your commitment to growth can inspire and motivate others to pursue their own development. In the realm of leadership, complacency is the enemy of progress. The moment you think you've made it is the moment you begin to lose your edge. The most effective leaders maintain a beginner's mindset, a sense of curiosity, openness, and eagerness to learn, regardless of their level of experience or success. This doesn't mean you should discount your achievements or experience. Rather, it means approaching each situation with fresh eyes, being open to new ideas, and being willing to challenge your own assumptions. It means having the humility to admit when you don't know something and the courage to ask questions. As you continue on your leadership journey, make continuous growth a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. Set aside time each day for learning, reflection, and skill development. Seek out diverse experiences that challenge your perspectives. Surround yourself with people who inspire and push you to be better. Remember, leadership is not a title or a position. It's a responsibility and a journey. It's about continually developing yourself so that you can better serve others and make a positive impact in the world. Your growth as a leader directly correlates with your ability to influence positive change and create value for others. So embrace the journey of continuous growth. See each day as an opportunity to learn, improve, and become a better version of yourself. Cultivate curiosity, remain humble, and never stop challenging yourself. Because when you commit to continuous growth, you're not just investing in your own success. You're investing in the success and well-being of everyone you lead. In this rapidly changing world, the leaders who will thrive are those who can learn, unlearn, and relearn quickly. They're the ones who see change not as a threat, but as an opportunity for growth and innovation. They're the ones who understand that their most valuable asset is not their current knowledge or skills, but their capacity to adapt and grow. As you move forward in your leadership journey, remember that your potential is limitless. There is always room for growth, always more to learn, always ways to improve. Embrace this truth and let it fuel your commitment to continuous growth. Your best days truly are ahead of you, not because of luck or circumstance, but because of your unwavering commitment to growth and improvement. So keep learning, keep growing, and keep pushing yourself to new heights. The world needs leaders who are committed to continual growth and improvement. Be one of those leaders. Your journey of growth and leadership has the power to inspire others, to create positive change, and to leave a lasting impact on the world. Embrace it fully, with enthusiasm and determination, because when you commit to continuous growth, you're not just shaping your own future. You're shaping the future of everyone you lead and influence. What you do today to ask yourself, what do you do today to grow? What new skill will you develop? What assumption will you challenge? What book will you read? What conversation will you have that pushes your thinking? Remember, the greatest investment you can make is in yourself. And the dividends of that investment will be paid not just to you, but to everyone whose lives you touch as a leader. So commit to growth, embrace the journey, and watch as your influence and impact expand beyond what you ever thought possible. Your future is bright, full of potential and possibility. But that potential will only be realized through your commitment to continuous growth. So go forth, grow, lead, and make a difference in this world. Your best days are indeed ahead of you if you have the courage and commitment to reach for them.